Hi everyone, I'm Mindy. Welcome to my channel where I hope to help others heal from the implications of toxic relationships. Okay, let's get into it. I'm a nurse by trade, so when I ended up in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic sociopath, I had to figure things out. It was so illogical to me that I studied it for years. I left no stone unturned, or so I thought. Well, after almost 2 decades of things not improving, despite my doing the very things that should cause things to improve, things were still not improving. The math just wasn't mathing. So continue to search and research I did. I now know that these toxic individuals, these so-called personality disordered people or narcissists, as they are referred to as, in all actuality, are in demonic possession of the person, rendering any kind of relatable relationship impossible. They are the opposite of us. We want to build, they come to destroy. It's actually quite simple in a complex way, if that makes any sense. How to make sense of the senseless. I've been trying to do that for years. Anyway, the covert ones are the worst because they are the slimiest and the sneakiest. That's the one that had me blinded for decades. Their ability to fool people is uncanny. True master manipulators. I had one dupe me for 60 years because it was a very close family member and I had been deeply conditioned to feel a certain way about them. I was trauma bonded as a very young child and was then gaslit and sabotaged my entire life. All the while they were pretending to care and to be on my team, but had a knife in my back the entire time. My entire life up until 8 months ago. This is how I know they are not humans. No human, especially one that knew of my tragic history, would do what was done to me, except Lucifer himself or one of his demonic entities. Whatever they are called, demons, demonic entities, they come to kill, steal, and destroy. But God, he comes to save. God is more powerful than them, praise Jesus. Anyway, I now know that I was dealing with a demonic entity disguised as, a human, a family member, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So now it makes sense. I can see it clearly now. The fake smiles, the insults hidden as concern, the blatant insults disguised as their truth. It was all projection to keep me down and low. To keep me so busy I couldn't think, to make me so confused that I looked crazy. Breadcrumbed me to keep me off balance, but still striving, still wanting to be accepted. I was kept busy on a hamster wheel, trying to tirelessly earn the approval of demons set to oust me. Meanwhile, they had always wanted me to believe something was wrong with me. I was the problem, so I wouldn't get off the crazy train they had me on. My whole life was a lie, unbeknownst to me. They knew if I stopped striving to be their version of me, I would have time to remember the authentic version that they threw dirt on to hide because it didn't fit the story that they wanted. I'm starting to remember and rebuild from the black sheep, scapegoat version of me they created. They are pathetic excuses for humans, so I am determined to help anyone affected by these evil monsters. Because they are jealous, they think that gives them the right to attack you. It's completely nuts. So that's why I started this channel. I want to help anyone that is dealing with toxic individuals to know that they are not crazy and they are not alone. God is always with them, helping them. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. And another favorite go-to of mine is the joy of the Lord is my strength. That's another thing. They hate that we have joy, despite what's being done to us. They're just hateful and angry. God's help is the answer. He's the only one that contains the power to do so. These demon-infested people want us dead. They want us sleeping. I was asleep for most of my life, thinking I was more worthless than roadkill, because that is exactly who they, my family, conditioned and wanted me to be. That, and I was their dumping ground for all their crap they projected onto me, explaining the exhaustion I would feel after just spending mere hours with them. Energy vampires. I get it now. So now that I get it, I would like to help anyone struggling, because this abuse really is horrendous. It takes a lot of strength and fortitude to get through. Without God, I think it would be impossible. But with God, all things are possible. Okay, well, thanks for listening. I think this video is pretty deep, so let's end it for now. If you can, let me know what you think. I appreciate your time and feedback, and appreciate you watching. I hope you're doing okay. Peace and love. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.